Hey there, English learners, welcome to English Stories with Alex. Imagine walking into a room full of people and speaking English with complete confidence. No fear, no hesitation, just clear, natural conversation flowing from your lips. That dream. It's totally achievable. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to make it happen. But first, let me tell you a quick story. There was once a young student named Sam who was terrified of speaking English. Sam would freeze up every time someone asked a simple question. Sound familiar? Well, Sam discovered something amazing. The secret wasn't perfection, it was practice. Daily practice. And today, I'm sharing those same techniques that transformed Sam from a nervous beginner into a confident English speaker. So grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive into your English transformation journey. Chapter 1, The Foundation, Starting Your English Journey. Learning English doesn't have to be scary or boring. In fact, it can be one of the most exciting adventures you'll ever take. Let me share Sam's story with you. When Sam first started learning English, everything felt overwhelming. New words, strange sounds, confusing grammar rules. But then Sam discovered the golden rule of language learning. Listen first, speak second. Sam started listening to English stories every single day. Just 10 minutes at first. Simple stories with clear pronunciation. And something magical happened. The fear started melting away. Here's your first game-changing tip. Listen to English content every day. Start with stories. Move to songs. Then try news or podcasts. Why does this work? Because your brain needs to hear the rhythm of English, the melody, the natural flow of words. Sam used to carry a small notebook everywhere. Every new word went into that notebook. Every useful phrase got written down. Your second power move. Keep a learning journal. Write down 3 new words every day. Use them in sentences. Make them yours. Practice makes progress, not perfection. Sam made mistakes every single day. But those mistakes, they were stepping stones to success. Remember, every native English speaker was once a beginner too. We all start somewhere. Your daily action plan. Listen to English for 10 minutes. Write down 3 new words. Practice speaking, even if it's just to yourself. Don't worry about mistakes. The most important thing, be patient with yourself. Language learning is a marathon, not a sprint. Chapter 2, Speaking Without Fear. Now, let's tackle the biggest challenge most English learners face, speaking out loud. Sam used to practice conversations in the mirror. Sounds silly. Maybe, but it worked like magic. Here's why mirror practice is so powerful. You can see your mouth movements. You can practice your expressions. And best of all, there's no judgment. Your confidence-building routine. Start each day with 5 minutes of mirror conversation. Talk about your plans. Describe your breakfast. Share your dreams. Speaking slowly is your secret weapon. Native speakers will respect you more for speaking clearly than for speaking fast with mistakes. Sam learned this the hard way. Rushing through sentences only created confusion. But speaking slowly and clearly, that built real connections with people. The shadowing technique. This changed everything for Sam. Here's how it works. Find an English video or podcast. Listen to a sentence. Pause and repeat it exactly. Copy the rhythm, the tone, the pronunciation. Do this for 10 minutes daily. Don't worry about perfect grammar when you're speaking. Communication is about sharing ideas, not perfection. Sam once said, "I go to store yesterday," instead of, "I went to the store yesterday." Did people understand absolutely? Did the conversation continue? You bet. Common phrases are your best friends. Learn these by heart. How are you doing? What do you think about? Could you help me with? I'd like to. What's your opinion on find conversation partners online? There are thousands of people around the world who want to practice English just like you. Sam joined online conversation groups and made friends from 5 different countries. These friendships made learning English fun and meaningful. Remember this? Everyone makes mistakes. Even native speakers mix up words sometimes. Your mistakes are proof that you're trying, and trying is the first step to succeeding. Chapter 3. Reading like a pro. Reading opens up a whole new world of English. But here's the secret: start small and dream big. Sam began with children's books. Not embarrassing at all. These books have simple words, clear sentences, and engaging stories. Your reading roadmap. Week 1-2, children's picture books. Week 3-4, simple short stories. Month 2, young adult novels. Month 3+, articles and news stories. Read out loud whenever possible. This trains your mouth muscles and improves your pronunciation at the same time. Sam would read bedtime stories aloud, even as an adult. It felt silly at first, but the improvement was incredible. The context clue method. When you see an unknown word, don't immediately grab your dictionary. Look at the words around it. Try to guess the meaning first. For example, the cat climbed the tall oak in the backyard. Even if you don't know oak, you can guess it's a type of tree. This builds your natural language intuition. Don't understand every word. Perfect focus on the main idea first. Sam used to get stuck on every unknown word and would lose track of the story. Instead, read for the big picture. Who are the main characters? What's happening? How does it end? Create a reading routine. Sam would read for 15 minutes every morning with coffee. This created a positive association with English reading. Try different types of reading. Comics and graphic novels, great for visual learners. News articles, learn current vocabulary. Blogs and websites, informal. Conversational English. Song lyrics, rhythm, and rhyme patterns. Keep a reading journal. Write one sentence about what you read each day. This reinforces your learning and tracks your progress. Sam's reading journal became a treasure map of improvement. Looking back after 6 months showed incredible growth. Chapter 4. Writing with confidence. Writing might seem scary, but it's actually your secret practice ground. When you write, you have time to think, plan, and perfect your English. Sam started with just 3 sentences a day. Today, I ate breakfast. I watched TV. I studied English. Simple but effective. Your writing journey. Week 1. Write 3 sentences daily about your day. Week 2. Write a short paragraph about your hobbies. Month 2. Write emails or letters to friends. Month 3+. Try creative writing or journaling. Keep it simple at first. Complex sentences can wait. Focus on clear communication. Sam learned that "I like pizza" is better than "I have a preference for the circular Italian bread with tomato sauce and cheese." Grammar checkers are your friends. Use tools like Grammarly or even simple spell check. They catch mistakes you might miss, but don't become dependent on them. Try to write first, then check. This builds your natural writing skills. Start a daily journal. Write about your thoughts, dreams, and experiences. This personal writing helps you practice expressing emotions and opinions in English. Sam's journal entries went from "Today, good day" to "Today was wonderful because I had an amazing conversation with my neighbor about gardening." Practice different types of writing. Text messages informal, quick. Emails formal or casual. Social media posts engaging. Brief. Stories creative. Descriptive. Write letters to yourself. Sam would write letters to future Sam describing goals and dreams. 6 months later, reading these letters was incredibly motivating. Rewrite and improve. Don't just write once and forget. Go back to old writing and see how you can make it better. This shows you exactly how much you've improved and teaches you to self-edit. Remember, writing is thinking on paper. The more you write, the clearer your English thinking becomes. Chapter 5. Building confidence in conversation. Confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being comfortable with imperfection while still communicating effectively. Sam discovered that confidence comes from preparation. Knowing common phrases and responses makes conversations flow naturally. Power phrases for any conversation. That's interesting. Tell me more. I see what you mean. Could you explain that differently? What's your experience with, I never thought about it that way. Practice conversations with yourself. Sam would have imaginary conversations while walking, driving, or cooking. This might sound crazy, but it works. You're training your brain to think in English conversation patterns. The slow and steady approach. Speak deliberately. Take pauses to think. Native speakers do this too. Sam learned that saying, "Let me think about that for a moment," is much better than rushing into a confusing response. Body language matters. Smile when you speak. Make eye contact. Use hand gestures. These nonverbal cues help communication even when words aren't perfect. Join conversation groups, online or in person. Sam joined a local English conversation club and met people from around the world. Common conversation starters. How's your day going? What brings you here? Have you tried? What do you do for fun? Where are you from originally? Don't be afraid to ask people to repeat something. Sam used to pretend to understand everything. Big mistake. Saying, "Could you repeat that?" or "I didn't catch that" is perfectly normal and shows you're actively listening. Listen more than you speak. Great conversationalists are great listeners. Ask follow-up questions. Show genuine interest in others. Practice expressing opinions politely. In my opinion, I think. From my experience, I tend to believe. It seems to me. Remember, every conversation is practice. Even ordering coffee or asking for directions builds your speaking confidence. Chapter 6. Vocabulary that sticks. Building vocabulary isn't about memorizing dictionary pages. It's about collecting useful words that you'll actually use in real conversations. Sam started with a simple rule: learn 5 new words every day, but only words that were relevant to daily life. Smart vocabulary building. Choose words you encounter in real situations. Learn words in context, not isolation. Focus on usefulness over complexity. Review regularly to move words from short-term to long-term memory. The story method. Instead of memorizing happy, glad, Sam would create mini stories. Sarah felt happy when she found her lost keys, and her glad expression showed her relief. This connects words to emotions and situations, making them unforgettable. Word families are your friends. When you learn happy, also learn happiness. Happily, unhappy. This multiplies your vocabulary quickly. Sam kept different lists: daily conversation words, work-related vocabulary, hobby and interest words, emotion and feeling words, action words, verbs. Use new words immediately. The same day you learn a word, try to use it in conversation, writing, or even thinking. Sam would set daily challenges. Today, I'll use the word fascinating in at least 2 conversations. Visual vocabulary. Connect words to images in your mind. When Sam learned cozy, he pictured a warm living room with soft blankets and gentle lighting. Learn synonyms and antonyms together. Big, large, huge versus small, tiny, miniature. Happy, joyful, excited versus sad, unhappy, disappointed. This creates a rich vocabulary web in your mind. Flashcards with personality. Don't just write tree, tar, oak, pine, maple. Instead, write, "The massive oak tree in Central Park provides shade for hundreds of picnickers every summer." Read your level. Then challenge yourself. Start with comfortable reading, then gradually increase difficulty. New words should challenge you but not overwhelm you. Sam followed the 80-20 rule. Understand 80% of what you read. Learn the other 20%. Apps and tools can help use vocabulary apps. But remember, they're supplements, not replacements for real practice. The goal isn't to know every word in English. It's to know the right words for your life and goals. Chapter 7. Listening. Like a native speaker, listening skills unlock everything else in English. When you can understand native speakers, reading becomes easier, speaking becomes more natural, and confidence skyrockets. Sam started with a crucial realization. Native speakers don't speak like textbooks. They use contractions, slang, and natural rhythm. Your listening level progression. Level 1, slow, clear educational content. Level 2, children's shows and simple podcasts. Level 3, regular TV shows with subtitles. Level 4, movies and real conversations. Level 5, fast-paced news and natural speech. The subtitle strategy. Sam discovered the perfect subtitle method. First viewing English subtitles. Second viewing, no subtitles. Third viewing, check understanding with subtitles again. This trains your ear while providing support when needed. Active listening techniques. Predict what the speaker will say next. Summarize what you heard in your own words. Identify the main emotion or tone. Notice pronunciation patterns. Sam would listen to the same 5-minute podcast segment multiple times, focusing on different aspects each time. Different accents, different adventures. English sounds different around the world. Sam practiced with American English movies, TV shows, British English BBC podcasts, documentaries, Australian English travel videos, various international speakers, listening to natural conversations, eavesdrop politely on public conversations, sit in a coffee shop and notice how people really talk. This taught Sam about interruptions, casual grammar, and real conversation flow. The shadowing method for listening, play an audio clip and try to speak along with it in real time. This connects listening and speaking skills. Start with slower content and gradually increase speed. Focus on understanding, not perfection. Sam used to get frustrated when missing individual words. The breakthrough came when focusing on overall meaning instead. Listen with purpose. For main ideas, what's the general topic? For specific details, when, where. Who? For emotions, how does the speaker feel? For opinions, what does the speaker think? Background listening versus focused listening. Sam played English audio during daily activities background and also set aside time for concentrated listening practice focused. Both types help, but focused listening accelerates improvement. Remember, understanding 70% of what you hear is fantastic progress. Native speakers sometimes miss words, too. Chapter 8, Advanced Speaking Mastery. Now we're getting to the exciting part. Advanced speaking isn't about using big words or complex grammar. It's about natural, confident communication. Sam learned that advanced speakers have these qualities. They communicate ideas clearly. They adjust their language for different situations. They use natural rhythm and intonation. They recover gracefully from mistakes. Intonation makes the difference. The same words can mean different things based on how you say them. Really, surprised, really. Confirmation, really. Doubtful Sam practiced these patterns by mimicking TV characters and podcast hosts. Thinking in English, this was Sam's biggest breakthrough. Instead of translating from your native language, learn to think directly in English. Start with simple thoughts. I'm hungry. I want coffee. It's raining outside. Conversation repair strategies. When communication breaks down, advanced speakers know how to fix it. What I meant was, Let me explain that differently. To put it another way, the point I'm trying to make is natural conversation flow. Learn to use filler words and phrases appropriately. Well, let me think. Actually, you know what I mean. By the way, but don't overuse them. Sam practiced using these naturally, not robotically. Tell stories effectively. Advanced speakers are good storytellers. Practice the basic story structure, setting the scene, building tension or interest, reaching the climax, providing resolution or conclusion. Express opinions with nuance. Instead of I like it or I don't like it, try I'm really drawn to. I have mixed feelings about. I'm not entirely convinced that. I tend to lean toward. Master register switching formal with your boss, casual with friends, respectful with elders. Sam practiced adjusting language style for different situations. Interrupt politely and handle interruptions. Sorry to interrupt, but if I could just add something. Hold that thought. I'll be right back to your point. Use emphasis effectively. English speakers stress important words. Practice saying I never said that versus I never said that versus I never said that. Advanced speaking is about connection, not perfection. Focus on clear communication and building relationships through language. Chapter 9. Reading for Deep Understanding. Reading at an advanced level means understanding not just what the text says, but what it means, what it implies, and what the author really thinks. Sam discovered that advanced reading has layers. Surface level. What happened? Deeper level. Why did it happen? Analytical level. What does this mean for bigger ideas? Reading between the lines. Authors don't always state everything directly. Sam learned to infer meaning from context, tone, and implications. For example, the meeting went well might actually mean it was terrible, depending on context and who's saying it. Different text types. Different strategies. News articles. Focus on who, what, when, where, why. Academic texts. Look for thesis, evidence, conclusions. Fiction. Pay attention to character development and themes. Opinion pieces. Identify arguments and supporting evidence. Speed reading techniques. Sam learned to skim for general ideas, scan for specific information, read intensively for complete understanding, read extensively for pleasure and general improvement. Critical reading questions Sam would ask. What's the author's main argument? What evidence supports this? What might be missing from this perspective? How does this connect to other things I've read? Building reading stamina. Start with shorter texts and gradually increase length. Sam went from 500-word articles to full-length novels over 6 months. Vocabulary in context. Advanced readers learn new words from context without constantly using dictionaries. They make educated guesses and confirm later. Note-taking while reading, Sam developed a system. Main ideas in the margins. Unfamiliar words underlined. Questions or reactions in brackets. Connections to other readings noted. Reading diverse materials. Don't stick to one type of content. Sam read classic literature, contemporary news, technical articles, personal blogs, academic papers, creative writing, discussion and reflection. Join book clubs or online reading groups. Discussing what you've read deepens understanding and exposes you to different interpretations. Connecting reading to other skills. Sam would write summaries of articles read. Give verbal presentations about books. Use new vocabulary from reading in conversations. Remember, advanced reading isn't about speed or difficulty. It's about understanding depth, meaning, and connection. Chapter 10. Writing with Style and Purpose. Advanced writing is about finding your voice in English while communicating effectively for specific purposes and audiences. Sam learned that good writing isn't about big words or complex sentences. It's about clarity, purpose, and connection with readers. Know your audience. Writing for friends is different from writing for professors, which is different from writing for blog readers. Sam practiced adjusting tone, vocabulary, and style for different situations. The writing process that works. 1. Brainstorm ideas. 2. Organize thoughts. 3. Write the first draft. 4. Take a break. 5. Revise for clarity and flow. 6. Edit for grammar and style. 7. Proofread for final errors. Strong opening strategies. Start with an interesting question. Share a surprising fact. Begin with a relevant story. Make a bold statement. Connect with common experiences. Paragraph structure. Each paragraph should have one main idea, supporting details or examples, clear connection to the overall message, smooth transition to the next paragraph, sentence variety, mix short and long sentences. Sam learned that rhythm matters in writing, just like in speaking. Short sentences create impact. Longer sentences allow for detailed explanations and complex ideas that require more development. Show, don't just tell. Instead of, the weather was bad. Write, rain hammered against the windows while wind howled through the trees. Active voice versus passive voice. Active, Sam wrote the letter. Passive, the letter was written by Sam. Active voice is usually stronger and clearer. Editing strategies. Sam learned to read aloud to catch awkward phrasing, check for repeated words or phrases, ensure logical flow between ideas, verify that each sentence adds value, different writing purposes, persuasive, convince readers of your viewpoint, informative, explain or teach something, narrative, tell a story or share experiences, descriptive, paint pictures with words, common writing mistakes to avoid, run-on sentences that go on and on without clear breaks, sentence fragments, like this one, inconsistent tense switching between past and present, unclear pronoun references, what does it refer to, developing your writing voice. Sam experimented with different styles until finding a natural, authentic way to express ideas in writing. Revision is where good writing happens. First drafts are for getting ideas down. Second and third drafts are for making them shine. Remember, advanced writing serves the reader. Every word should have a purpose, and every sentence should move the message forward. Conclusion: your English success journey. Congratulations! You've just discovered the same methods that transformed Sam from a nervous beginner into a confident English speaker. But here's the truth. Reading about these techniques isn't enough. The magic happens when you start practicing them daily. Your 30-day challenge. Week 1. Focus on listening and speaking basics. Week 2. Add reading practice to your routine. Week 3. Include daily writing exercises. Week 4. Put it all together with confidence-building activities. Remember, Sam's transformation didn't happen overnight. It took consistent daily practice, patience with mistakes, and celebrating small victories along the way. Your English Learning Toolkit. Daily listening practice, 10-15 minutes. Speaking exercises, mirror work, shadowing, conversations, reading at your level plus slight challenges, writing practice from simple to complex, vocabulary building through context, confidence building through regular practice. The most important lesson from Sam's journey: progress beats perfection every single time. Every conversation you have, every article you read, every sentence you write is making you better. Some days will feel harder than others. That's completely normal. But if you stick with these methods, practice consistently, and stay patient with yourself, you'll be amazed at your progress in just a few months. Your English speaking confidence is waiting for you. It's time to claim it. If this English learning journey inspired you, I'd love to continue helping you succeed. Hit that like button if these techniques are helpful for your English learning adventure. Subscribe to English Stories with Alex for more practical English learning tips, success stories, and step-by-step guides that actually work. Share this video with anyone who's struggling with English confidence. Together, we're building a community of successful English learners who support each other. Drop a comment below and tell me, which technique are you most excited to try first? I read every comment and love hearing about your English learning journey. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. Your English success story starts today. Until next time, keep practicing, stay confident, and remember, you've got this. This is Alex, and I'll see you in the next English adventure.